Thanks a lot, Wayne. Now, the first European settlers in what's now the United States were Puritan pilgrims, Christians trying to escape what they saw as the sinful old world of Europe. But in the modern US, atheism appears to be gaining popularity. 76% of Americans still identify themselves as Christians, but that's down from 86% in 1990. Of them, 46 million are Roman Catholic. That's 25% of the entire US population. But now, more than 34 million Americans say they have no religious affiliation. That's more than the number of people saying they're Muslim, Jewish, Buddhist, or another religion combined. Kristen Salumi reports from New York.
Take a ride on a New York subway. You'll find people of every race, creed, and color. And these days, a sign of one of the United States' fastest growing groups, one that doesn't identify with any religion.
I'm not a believer. We're so inundated with religious, right-wing fundamentalists and whatever, that we need that.
It's an ad campaign here and around the country meant to generate interest in atheism. The most recent survey of religious identification shows the number of Americans listing no religious affiliation has grown from 8 to 15%. The Coalition of Reason consists of a number of groups hoping to capitalize on what they see as growing disbelief in God.
I think starting at 9/11, people actually started to see some of the dangers of fundamentalist religion. And then follow that by 8 years of the Bush administration, which was so explicitly religious and openly religious in its reasons for, say, going to Iraq, that people were, in some degree, turned off by that open religiosity.
As well as
the inauguration of President Barack Obama signaled a new era for atheists when he became the first president to mention them by name.
We are a nation of Christians and Muslims, Jews and Hindus, and non-believers.
Studies show the number of Americans who regularly attend a religious service is decreasing, while those who've never worshipped at all are increasing. Still, the United States remains the most religious country in the industrialized world.
Those who believe and study religion say it's not God, but the religious institutions that have lost their luster with Americans.
But that doesn't mean they're less spiritual or less religious. It's just that they're less attached to institutions. In the survey that some of the atheists cite about 1 million New Yorkers, they're not asked about their belief in God. They're asked about whether they participate in a religion. And some people have become more loosely affiliated.
Even in New York, a city of racy billboards, violent movies, and scantily clad women, reaction to the ads show that religious roots run deep.
I think it's sad.
I'm good with God, so I don't know, but if they're not good with God, then that's all right too, I guess.
Something keeps you going, whether it's God, Buddha, Jesus, whatever you call it, it's something that keeps you going, man.
We want to get all of these issues out onto the conversation table. We want to get people talking about it.
While religion may or may not be waning in the United States, even the atheists believe it will continue to be a force in society for some time to come. Kristen Salumi, Al Jazeera, New York.